Hello, princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. Yay, it's finally here. I'll explain in a moment. Today we're going to take a look at the brand new Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Sun-Kissed Glow Bronzer and the little brush that you can buy along with it. We're going to do some comparisons and, of course, a demo, and I'll give you my thoughts on this versus a few other cream bronzers with a bigger video on that to come. Let me explain why I said finally. So many of you, you're so kind, have been DMing me and saying, did you skip the Charlotte? Because I'm usually pretty quick on the draw, right? Well, you know, and I love the folks over at Charlotte Tilbury customer service. They were wonderful, but my order was lost and was supposed to be here, geez, almost a week ago. And first we had to wait to prove that it really was lost. I knew, because I know deliveries, but you know, we did have to wait a few days to make sure it really was lost and then get it reissued. And you know, last week when I was filming, half the time I wanted to stop filming and go, my Charlotte order is lost, help. But I didn't. I held back. I saved it for now. What can I say? You know, I had to complain somehow. They were wonderful at Charlotte Tilbury. It does happen. So this is long overdue, and let's talk about it. This little guy is $55, $90 if you buy it with the little brush. I know, where's the rest of it? But that's it. And we're going to talk about that brush in a moment too. The reason I bought the brush is I figured we would get the best application if we use the brush that the brand suggests with it. But of course, you do not need the brush. And during the demo, I will suggest the other types of brushes that you might apply if you saved your money and didn't purchase this little guy. The biggest question that of course everybody has is, what is the difference, other than it being a cream, between this and the Airbrush bronzer that has been so famous and such a bestseller for the brand, and is probably one of the best, if not the best, powder bronzers on the market. Both have this lovely, this is the number one. I won't hold that up. That's pretty much translucent. Here's the number two. So I bought this $55 bronzer in shade 2 medium. And here is, we're going to do a swatch comparison, but here's shade 2 medium in the powder that I'm moving up and down there. And here it is. I also have the powder bronzer, because I liked it so much, in the shade 3 tan, which is a bit too dark for me, but I kind of like a dark bronzer in the creases of the eye too. So we'll compare that. I also have, in the Airbrush powder bronzer, I also have the lightest shade, and obviously not to bronze with, but I do use it sometimes to set the face. It's just such a lovely powder. And I do like Charlotte's powder, of course, her typical setting and finishing powder, but I like this one better. So that's just a little tip. Don't know if you could do it with the cream, but here is the Airbrush retractable brush that was sold with the powders. It's a little bit denser than this little guy. This is the brush that comes with it if you were thinking of purchasing it. And I know from DMs and such that many of you skipped that purchase. But this one that came with the powder is a little bit denser, and it's retractable for travel and such. This guy is almost looks like a sample brush, and he's dense too, but when you put it across your face, it's fluffier than I thought it would be. We'll talk about that in the demo portion, which is coming up in a moment here. Let's do a little swatcheroo so we can take a look at this. This is a very interesting product. This is the Beautiful Skin Sun-Kissed Glow. Almost looks like it would be a powder, doesn't it? I like that about it. It's kind of almost feels like a hybrid if possible. So let me just run my finger over it here. It's a lovely cream. Here is the number 2 medium on my finger. And let me just roll up my sleeve here, put it on my arm for you to look at here in studio light. That is the number 2 in the brand new Beautiful Skin Sun-Kissed Glow bronzer, which is the cream bronzer. And here is the number 2 in the powder bronzer, right here. Much, in a way, lighter because it is a powder, and that's just how powders work. Please remember, though, as you'll see, when it's on your face, you diffuse it a little bit. Nobody is going to wear the actual powder bronzer, the actual cream bronzer, straight up like that. I mean, go ahead, but I don't recommend it. And here is shade 3, which is the darker of the powders. There is a darker shade in the powder, but these are the two shades 2 and 3. Medium and tan in the powder products, and this is just the medium number 2 in the cream, brand new cream. Now there are 4 shades in this brand new cream bronzer. There are 4, and it looks like, I was on the site doing some research and getting my links for below all ready to go. And it looks like 1 and 4, am I right? At least in the United States, but let me know down below. It looks like shades 1 and 4 are gone. Are they sold out? Or out of stock? I don't know what's happening with that. At any rate, let's take my arm just as it is outside right now into the warm California sunshine and take a look there. Just as a reminder, we have our brand new cream Sun-Kissed Glow Bronzer in 2, medium on the left, followed by 2 and then 3 in the powder bronzer, just so you could kind of compare. Now, if you need any other comparisons with other bronzers, I am happy to do that all day long over on Instagram. Just go ahead and request that below or over on Instagram, and I'm super happy to do that for you. But I just wanted to get my first impression of this product out quickly because I am so late to the game, and you know how that frustrates me. So let's go ahead and get right to the demo. Stay right there. Okay, let's get a good first impression going here. I have all cream products on my face today. I thought it was only fitting to use the Sun-Kissed Quick and Easy Cream Set. I have a review on this that I will link in the description bar, just because this is also called Sun-Kissed. Let's try it out for the first time now. Everything's done but bronzer, and we're going to try it out for the first time using the new bronzer brush as well. I'm actually glad it came with this brush. Bronzers, especially creams, can be a little tricky to find the right brush for, so I was actually kind of happy to have what Charlotte suggests to go with it. Nice and creamy. Softer brush than I thought. I thought the brush would feel a little stiffer, to be honest. And I would have chosen on my own a stiffer brush. Let's try it. Okay, I'm going to kind of bronzer. I'm going to bronze all over, hairline here, okay? Ooh, very pretty. So I'm using a buffing motion with this very soft brush. If you did not purchase the brush, and I would understand that, you could use, it looks like a nice little fluffy brush will work, synthetic or goat hair. And I'm just doing circular motions and not having any issues with blending. Let me move this mirror out of the way for your viewing pleasure. Here is a little bit of bronzer on this side, maybe not blended as well. I'll have to give a quick check. And here's nothing. So nothing and bronze. That's definitely prettier. Let's see if I blended it well before I showed you. Yeah, not bad. Okay, and we'll do the other side here. I am just taking this fluffy brush and just kind of going in circles and then going in circles on the face. I do not see it emphasizing any texture. In a way I feel, okay, let's do right up here in the hairline as I talk to you. In a way, I feel a good one to review this because I am not generally wowed by cream bronzers. I usually prefer, that's a little dark up there, I usually prefer a powder bronzer. So I think in that sense I'm a good test because I don't always like these. I'm just kind of doing the bridge of the nose now. And a little bit of the cheeks. I like bronzer everywhere. I stay out of the sun. So sometimes I start looking a bit pale, and I definitely like to bronze up winter or summer. This would also be pretty on the eyes. Let me just, I didn't bring a brush over, but just taking my finger into it, let's just get a little bit of it on the eyes into, well, isn't that pretty? So look at my eyes here. This eye right here has a little bit of the bronzer because it is matte in the crease, as opposed to this eye with nothing, and it definitely, watch when I open my eye, adds a little bit of depth. So let's do that on the other side as well. Helps with my hooded eye because it is matte, kind of just takes the light away and brings it back. And I just use my finger very gently. I do know I'm on the eyelid. Very, very gently. You could even, if I had a brush, run it under. All right, let me just do a little bit more. This is definitely the correct shade for me. And I can tell you right now, I am going to enjoy the heck out of this product. What I'm going to do now, it is early in the morning, and I, just putting myself back together here, I am going to wear this for a few hours, kind of before I get a chance to edit, because some other work is getting in the way, darn work. And I will put down here on the screen how it's lasted in those few hours, and of course I'll give you updates through the weeks as we go. This appears to be quite a beautiful product, and feels to me a little bit stiffer than a lot of cream bronzers. I really like the Rare Cream Bronzer. If you guys have seen that, it's in a stick. I reviewed that and I love it. But this one is going to rival that. This one is a little bit thicker, and but it applies almost like a powder. Often with a, like Patrick Ta's cream. He has a cream. It's not really a bronzer so much as contour, but I really feel you have to work with it. And I always feel like I'm pulling up foundation no matter what I do, even using his brush to do it. So I know I'm using the right brush because I used his. You don't feel that. It almost has that a feeling of a powder. So this is a really great product, it seems, I can tell you already, for someone who generally prefers a powder bronzer but wants to give cream a try. It's just a nice cream. It's not too thick, it's not too runny, but when it gets on the face and warms, it spreads like a powder. And that's kind of the best way I could describe it, which it kind of works for me, but you can let me know any questions that you have below. So far, I have to admit, I'm absolutely delighted by it. Let me know your comments. Was your delivery held up too? Misery loves company, so tell me, please. Let me know in comments below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I'm sure hope that you did. And if you haven't already done so, my goodness, please subscribe to my channel. It's the highest compliment that you can pay me, and it makes sure that I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.